and I won't even say, to me, it's not a necessity. I have friends, my close friends, business partners, sisters in success that are doctors. And as I was sitting in a
And they need to be
bed,
listening to the podcast, by the way.
they will.
Okay.
I will definitely promote. Last year, I was sitting in ICU days after my birthday. And she's like, Sissy, you cannot do this. You need to be here. You need to think about health. I was in Bali, and normally a lot of my trips are like just weekend trips, like 3 or 4 days. I was there for almost a week. I didn't mind going to bed early. I had a full day. I got rest.
Yes. Okay.
So now, when I hit the entrepreneurial space full time, it was like, let me take time for me. I don't think, and people, when they think of this, they think of in a relationship. I can't pour into you if I'm empty.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't pour into an empty cup.
Yeah.
I have to think about that from any space I'm in, entrepreneurially, relationships, friendships, anything that I do. If Kidra is so exhausted that she can't function, I have no sleep. I can't think so. Oh, I have all these grand ideas, but if I'm so exhausted, can I execute them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you're so tired, you're delirious. I've been there. We've all been there. That we have all these great things we want to do. But let's just say, from a standpoint, being in a relationship, you're working, getting up in the morning, having to get your children, your spouse, or your significant other out the door, and then you get there. Then you're doing your job, right?
Yeah.
And then, in a position of management like I was in, I had other people that I was, directing, making sure that they were doing their job, making sure reports, all these, but coming home, taking care of family, spouse, significant others, children. It's just like you're repeating the thing the whole time. And then don't forget, that's just your 9 to 5. What about your entrepreneurial journeys?
Yeah. Where's the time for that? And how much time that's going to take above and beyond?
People tell me, hey, I'd rather work, or put in 3 to 4 hours at the end of my day towards my entrepreneurial thing. Okay, and that's great. But still, sometimes your body still will shut down. Your body will say, enough is enough.
Yes.
I need this rest. I need this time.
And you got to respond to it. Yeah.
You have no choice. Like in my case, I had no choice.
Yeah. So that was so you had a sign, you had signs from every angle that it was time for you to make the transition. You had proof. Now, a lot of times, when you grow up, a lot of kids, a lot of parents are either teach or are taught that, get a good job, which is a good thing, it's a stability. And a lot of times people are celebrated when they go from point A to point B, they get the promotion. Everybody's there to support that. But what about the entrepreneur who is going through potentially the health challenges, as they transition from point A to point B, going through the financial, land navigation to navigate life differently? Or do you have anybody as an entrepreneur who also is able to support you as you struggle? I'm not saying you're struggling, but like as you make those hard decisions, do people understand that part of your journey as well?
I think people, if they've gone through it, they do. The people closest to you, obviously, that see you in the middle of the story of the struggle, they see it.
Yeah.
But I know for me, myself, I really didn't share what was going on with me in 2024.
Yeah.
I didn't really share that with a lot of people. I wasn't, maybe I was embarrassed, but it was just like, gosh, I felt like I was so young. I was full of life. I had always considered myself someone healthy. And then here
nobody's seen you that way either, right?
Right. Only a small percentage of people saw, oh wow. Because if I had presentations or coachings or trainings and different things I did, I could do those on social media.
Yeah.
The lashes on, the hair is done.
Nice.
People
PJs.
don't know.
Yeah.
People don't know that, maybe 30 minutes before I took some pain medicine or, I was laying down or something. So this year I became more, okay, I've got to do something different. And I started sharing my story. And people were like looking like, we had no idea that you were going through that. They had, and literally only a handful of my coaches even knew. And some of that was because I couldn't.
Yes.
When I say my body told me last year, the day after my birthday, I wasn't feeling good. I called my friend, again, she's a doctor. And I was like, gosh, I'm still sick. I'm not feeling well. And the next thing I remember, I took a shower and I'm like, hey, call me when you wake up. If I need to go to the hospital, I'm going to go to the hospital. I woke up on Monday in ICU.
Yes.
It was like, wait a minute, how did I get here? My body said, you're doing too much. You got too much on your plate. Shut me down. Only a couple of people knew what was going on. I think I was supposed to do a training or a presentation that afternoon, and my team, my organization couldn't reach me. They're like, wait a minute. Kidra normally calls or responds in 10 to 15 minutes, nothing. So they kind of sounded the alarm, calling people, texting people to where they finally got a hold of my son. And my son was like, Mom's in the hospital. Wow. ICU. But again, only a handful of people at this point know what's going on. So again, people, what did they say? We see the end. We don't know their struggle. The journey. Don't know the journey of it, and you said it best. Like people, when they get the job, people are clapping. I study it on social media. Oh my God, I got the promotion. I got the job. At what cost? Hundreds of likes, hand claps, and congratulations. If you see someone put a social media post and it says, "Oh my God, I started this business," they get like 5 likes. It's like, no, like that's exciting because somebody has believes enough in themselves.
It's nothing like, I mean, speaking of relationships, I mean, there's a lot of different theories about relationships, but one theory is people are looking to connect with someone who stimulates their own sense of identity. In other words, the true goal of relationships, one argument is that you're looking for other people who help you come alive and who help remind you of what it's like to live, who help you be the real you, who help the real you to be on display. And so with that, for a lot of us, entrepreneurship is that platform that you can be that real you. But as you said, it's not always something that people can support. And why is that? Why is it that what's the psychology behind the lack of understanding as people consider entrepreneurship?
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get deep. We're just trying to keep it
we
real
are
out
deep.
here.
Okay, yes.
I'm just trying to keep it real.
So I think that a large part of the reason why I know for me, when I have been in relationships, entrepreneurially, it's a little hard because if they're not in the same industry that you are, so let's just say you're in apparel, right? I'm into travel. So fashion. Right. So it's a little different because I sell a service. Sell a product. So how we, get our clients may be the same or a little different. Our goals may be a little different. How we market may be different. To me, I love it. I think the idea of entrepreneur would be amazing. The reality of it is you're both going to be busy. You're both going to have different visions, right? Or how to get there. I think you want to support each other. You do want to support, but sometimes that just doesn't work out. I know within myself, I don't want anyone in my industry. I don't want to date anyone. I don't want to date anyone within my industry. I think that I want to find someone that has something else going for them. Separately. You don't want to hear their opinion about your industry. You don't want to collaborate. No, I would. I think that with 2 different industries, you can collaborate. Okay. I think that you can. Okay. Just in my experience. Okay. Newly single, so it's different. Newly single, y'all. Check the post. Where can people follow you on social media? I am on Facebook. Okay. I am on Instagram. Yeah. I am on TikTok. All right. Awesome. We will find you on social media. All right. Don't be surprised. All right. But no, for me, it I think that when you have 2 very strong, independent people, and you have to be somewhat strong to become an entrepreneur because you have to accept that failure may be a part of your journey. Yeah. You have to be willing to put in the time. You have to be willing to pour into yourself. Yes. Pour into your partner. Okay. Pour into your family. Yeah. Pour into your business. Oh, it's pouring. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. There are times when you get to drink, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, that's the thing. Yeah. So you're pouring into everybody else's cup, and you look into yours, and it is empty. Oh wow! Who pours into you? Yeah. And so I look at all these, and again, I'm going to talk about that in entrepreneur wise. It's not just relationships; it's in every aspect of your life. You still need to be poured into. Yeah. And so if you're like, you know what, I haven't watered that plant in a month. Yeah. I'm still gonna just what? Am I gonna just take a whole cup of water and pour it into the plant, or I'm just gonna be like, oh, I don't want to give you too much because then my cup will be empty. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there are so many different levels of that. Like we could talk for hours on that. But I'm here. I'm here. Urban Streets Podcast. We're here to talk as long as you want to speak. But go ahead. I know we only got so much time today. Yeah. So I just think that entrepreneurially, it's to me, I think in my mind, entrepreneur should work. It should be a good relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
It should. But you have to have someone that's just as willing to pour into you and what you're doing as much as you're willing to pour into them and what they have.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And I know we got about 5 to 8 minutes left. Um, I just want to ask a couple last questions. When you think about entrepreneurship, what would you say is the goal of entrepreneurship? What would you say the goal is? Like, what's the goal? What is your end state?
My goal is time and financial freedom.
Okay.
A lot.
Personal time and financial freedom. Okay.
I think a lot of times people, when they think of entrepreneurship, they think of the financial freedom portion, but then they don't think about their time. Yeah, you have all this money.
Okay.
Think about how many people you know that have money, but then they don't have time.
Let me think about these things. Okay. Let me think about these things.
So yeah, you have the money,
Yeah.
but you don't have time.
Yeah.
So you're making all this money, but you don't have time to even go shop to
Okay.
spend this money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have time to go on vacation.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
is that really freedom?
Yeah. Yeah.
And my mind is, I need the time to be able to spend this money. I need the time to be able to sleep in. I need the time to be able to go on the vacation.
Yeah.
I need the time to go find a new coffee shop when I'm out of town.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
time and financial freedom. Be able to say, can I wake up at 10 o'clock? Do I need to have an alarm clock?
Yeah.
The time freedom to say, hey, listen, I can do that podcast.
Okay. Please do. Please do the podcast.
So,
And your clarity, I would imagine, with more time, less stress, you have a little bit more clarity to even self-assess, do self-care, just know what you want to do. I'm assuming your brain is a little bit more clear when you have more time. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like I'm able to put my ideas and sit down and take the time. Like, I have a designated time every week to go through my calendar, like on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Look at my calendar, see what I have. Do I need to move things around, or if I need to create content or different things like that, then I have time for that.
All right. Awesome. And then just another thought, with entrepreneurship, a lot of times one of the golden rules is to do unto others as you want others to do unto you. That's what we say the golden rule is. So with that in mind, how easy or how difficult has it been to convince or motivate other people to also engage in successful entrepreneurship? I say this because one of the greatest tragedies I've seen is people who have great potential and they're misapplying it. They're either applying it to a job that doesn't value them, or they're applying it to, like you said, a lifestyle that's not rewarding them. And that hurts, especially when you care about people you've grown up with, people that you have affiliations with, people that you really want the best for. How challenging has it been for you to persuade others to take this same journey?
It's going to vary because everybody is different, right? So I am a travel business coach, and my organization right now is almost 600 that I
600. Okay.
right? But the thing is, you're going to have some people that I don't like the idea of having to convince anyone or beg anyone to do anything. Okay. Because think about it. If we want something, we go hard for what we want.
Okay.
And I'm talking about in relationships. I'm talking about it business. We go hard for it, right?
Sports.
Anything.
Yeah.
We go hard for it, right?
Yeah.
We put in it what we want to get out of it.
Yeah.
So for me, the thing is, I present that opportunity. This is what the work looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Either you're going to do it or you're not.
Okay.
And your success really depends on you.
Okay.
Because like in my organization, I'm going to pour into you. Again, you hear me saying pour, I'm pouring into you. I'm going to give you everything you need to be successful.
Okay.
But are you going to take the bait? Are you going? So if I say here's the drink of success.
Love the drink.
Are you going to take a sip of it? You're going to be like, oh no, it's too hot, or it's too cold, or I need to put some sugar in,
Yeah.
Are you going to move forward? If somebody puts the blueprint of success in front of you, are you going to be like, okay, that's A, B, and C. This is all I got to do. Okay, are you going to say, you know what? You start erasing it or put some white out, change it up or something. Yeah. That's going to be the key thing. Is your biggest thing is present and give the information to people and make that decision on their own. They want it. Yeah. Because if they want it bad enough, they're going to do it every day.
And what does it take for someone to get to that point? You think that they have no other choice? What do they need to consider when they to cross over? What do they need to go through? What do they need to look at to finally make a sound decision about should I take this journey?
I don't even think that it's what it takes. They're ready. Like there's, when I first heard about this opportunity in the travel industry, I knew I wanted to do it. Let me just be
Okay.
transparent. I
Okay.
knew I wanted to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just didn't take the steps.
Yeah.
I didn't dive in. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, all right, I got this. It wasn't for like another 2 months.
Okay.
And in all honesty, I lost money.
Okay.
It was a
Lost
step
money.
that
That's not cool.
no, right?
Yeah.
But when I finally took the journey or took the step, it just made sense. Like I
Okay.
said, for me, I did what I wanted to do at the time with the business,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't even really dive into the business to really where I am now. If I would
Mm-hmm.
have been where I was now 7 years ago,
Okay.
I would already be a million.
Ooh, millionaire. And we would be doing so many podcasts. Podcasts be our number one thing.
But the thing was, again, in anything, you get what you put into the business.
Okay.
And I didn't put into the business millionaire work.
Okay, millionaire work. So to be a millionaire
six-figure
takes millionaire effort. That's what I'm
you have to
hearing.
put some effort into anything. You can't just say, you know what, Michael Jordan didn't say I want to play basketball,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
He had to put in work.
Yeah.
I one of my favorite books is Relentless by Tim Grover.
Okay.
He was a trainer for Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, and
Yes.
countless others. And he talks about the difference between those who are relentless, those who make it
Yeah.
to the top
Yeah.
1%. You know what I'm
Top
saying?
1%.
Yeah, right? So
High performers.
it wasn't like, oh, I'm here. You
Mm-hmm.
have to do more. You have to go harder.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we go hard for what we want.
Yeah.
And I just feel like once you get to that point, you're willing to go whatever it takes. You're willing to do whatever you need to do to get there, to find that success, whether it's to get the notoriety, to get your name said, or you to get the check. Like to me, that's fine. You don't have to remember Kidra.
Yeah.
You don't have to remember Kiki. You don't have to remember the Traveling Koffee Queen.
Okay. But we will remember
You will, but
you know,
you don't have to. For me, that's not what it's all about. Like that's great.
Okay.
I'm looking at what's in my bank account right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can I go on this trip?
Yeah.
And I'm not the type of girl. I don't want to have to be like, oh, that's how much is that, or
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
$5 or 50 pence. Like I don't like going on trips with people that are like, ooh, how much is the coffee? $2, and then they're looking down at their bank. I don't want to go on those trips. I want to be the one that says, I want to go here, put the card down, and I'm done. I'm done. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I just feel like know what you want, go after what you want.
Okay. Yeah.
And then put in the work. Whatever you're trying to do, just be willing to put in work.
Be willing to put in the work. See the vision, put in the work to support that. Is that right?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, this was another great episode of Urban Streets Podcast, the best podcast on the internet. Right now, tune into us, check us out. And Kidra Fuller, rather, let's say the whole name, the Traveling Coffee Queen. How can people follow you? Again, what is your social media that people can get at you
People
at?
can find me on Facebook under Kidra Fuller. On Instagram, I'm Kidra _ the Traveling Coffee with a K Queen. And if you look on TikTok, I am Kidra Fuller on TikTok.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your presence today. We are blessed, and I'm going to go get some coffee right now. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds perfect. Let's go.
Awesome.